welcome to Ikate's Crossing. Okay, in the Southern Hemisphere, we're celebrating Letha, while you in the Northern Hemisphere are celebrating Yule. So what I'm going to do is you'll end up with both videos will be done. But let's begin with the Yule reading for the Northern Hemisphere. So what's important for you all as a collective in regards to Yule? So what I'm using is the Silver Witchcraft Tarot with the Yule Oracle, Seasons of the Witch, Yule Oracle. So I'm going to use that as well. Okay, so let's have a look. So a reading for the Northern Hemisphere for Yule. So let's have a look. Okay, so just wanted to give the cards a bit of a shuffle before I use them. So what spread am I going to do for this being Yule? So let's have a look at the spreads that are available. So should we do, I don't want to spread cards. Let's do the winter care spread. Let's do the winter care spread. Okay, so here is a simple spread to do when you need to rest, recharge, and find some awareness about how to treat yourself with a little more kindness. This is a great spread to do whenever you pull Bear Medicine Self-Care or Silent Night. Anyway, card 1 is, what is one thing in your life that you're not being honest about? How can we bring awareness and healing to this area? What is the most important thing we need to know right now? And how can we be more compassionate with ourselves? So what's the one thing in our lives that we need to be honest about? So this is going to be interesting. So let's do the 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, let's spread these out. Let's bring the camera out a bit. Seems to be zoomed in a bit too much. Right, so let's do this. Okay, and then the Yule cards. One, 2, 3, and 4. So let's have a look. So the first one was, what is the one thing in our life that we're not being honest about? Okay, the first card we got was the Emperor. Ooh, so what does that mean to you? For me, it's about maybe feeling like we're not quite in control of our life. Maybe that's the one thing we're not being honest about, with how much we control. And the next card was gatherings. So maybe our gather, festive witches speak of joy and drink to wishes, take 1, give 2, celebrating all blisses. Oh, it's interesting. So what am I not in control? What does the Emperor mean to you about being in control, being the leader, being maybe a fatherhood figure, being a parent, being the provider, in regards to maybe connecting with gatherings, connections with family, whether that's to do with family. Maybe I feel I'm not in really control of my family. Maybe. Interesting thoughts there. So what is the Emperor and what does gathering mean for you? Okay, how can I bring awareness and healing to this area? And it comes with a shift of perception, maybe moving into what action can I actually take? And it's got the star here, which says, follow the stars, for they know best. Not too light, not too dark, a shimmer of what is coming next. Interesting. So what does Six of Swords mean to you with the Star card? Because remember, this is for you. This is your reading. So whatever these cards mean for you at this time. Next card was, what is the most important thing I need or we need right now as a collective? Was the Tower and the Hearth. May your warmth take in the gazing flame, upon the shivers they melt away. Again, the hearth is a place that people gather. That's, again, you've got that sense of community. That's interesting, isn't it? That gathering, that connection, even with the hearth card, and we're guided to where we need to be. And that's about the Tower card, can be about being forced to, wobble, things can be shaken up a little bit with the gathering of family. It's interesting here, I'm getting very much that this could be about family for me. Last one is, how can I be more compassionate with ourselves? So how can I be a bit more compassionate with myself? And I get Four of Swords, which is taking time out, of course. And the Mother Mary card, into the arms of a mothering embrace, swells a wisdom full of grace. In thy bosom where she whispers, sleeps the eye of winter. Interesting. Oh my God, that is so interesting. When I look at these cards, when I think of what's the one thing in life that I'm maybe not being honest about, and I get the Emperor with the Gathering card. So maybe it's about socializing. For me, maybe I'm not being honest about socializing with people in many ways, and that can be part of a community as well, a place of gathering. So maybe I'm, not being totally honest with the community side of things. That's interesting. So let me have a look at the gathering. Which was card number 17. I just want to see what the other keywords were. See if we can get a bit more information here. I mean, you can do this spread yourself, of course, and do your own thing. Gathering here. Keywords are exchange, gifts, and festivity. Exchange, gifts, and interesting. Maybe spending time with community. Maybe it's time for me to go out there and sort of spend a bit more time with that. It's interesting here. So the Star is inner knowing, direction, and North Star. So it's that sense of inner knowing. It's interesting with the Six of Swords. And then the Hearth card. So we can see what the Hearth card is in this. Warmth, light, fire, energy with the Tower. It's an interesting combination there. And then Mother Mary. Keywords are nurturing, energy, and wisdom. So an interesting combination of cards here. So when I think of maybe we're not being honest with how we're spending time with other people, we're too alone. We are sort of having that sense of, I think, you know, the emperor can be a ruler on his own, always, you know, being in solitude, you know, even though there's people around you, you've got community, and actually you're being alone. And so you're not really, so maybe we're not being really honest about socializing with other people because we're alone. Interesting. So how can you bring awareness to it? It's really about being guided, how we're guided, and shifting our perceptions. Okay, listen to being guided. Listen to what we're being guided by. Interesting. What's the most important thing I need right now? And I feel it is fire and warmth. As, you know, things are not always as we expect. You know, we need that community. We need the warmth. We need that sense. Yeah. We need the inner wisdom as we move forward too. How can I be more compassionate with myself? Well, it's definitely about nurturing, taking some time out and nurturing. I think it's also too. Just having a reflect. I think it's important to reflect. Reflect on what's needed to do. What an interesting combination of cards. Love that. Let's bring all these cards out. Yes, definitely. What a cool message. Okay, so that's a spread that you could try for yourself. Definitely do so. But just something I wanted to sort of bring out and have a bit of a reflect. Interesting. Okay. So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care and blessed be.